Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to have a little rehouse of an OBT, and this has come around because this was bought in as part of a collection. So you don't always get a choice with what you want. So sometimes there's things in there that you don't want, and OBTs, as we know, aren't everybody's cup of tea. Now this is an interesting point because what we're going to do is we're going to move this one over into a new enclosure here, so it's going to have a bit of a freshen up of an enclosure, and also we want to see it because no one's seen it yet either, so we don't know how big it is or what it is or anything. So this is all going to be a bit of fun. Now an interesting point here, we hear about people saying about the attitude of an OBT. Now yes, they are aggressive, and yes, they can be really fast, and all of the above. You know, they're everything that you think they are in a lot of ways. But I do believe that these guys are quite underrated in a lot of ways. Now, if you've got some semi experience with spiders, you should be okay with an OBT. But what we're looking for, you need to, it's more about you rather than the spider. So hence, this is why I'm doing this now at the moment, because I don't mind them too much, but not everybody does like them. So what we're going to do is we're going to find it first, because we don't know where it is. All we know is it's in his tank. Now we've got some cork tubes in here. It's obviously not in that one, is it? Now then, so that means it's going to be in here. First things first, this cork tube is hollow at the end, so we've seen that already. You can see there's a little hole in the ground there. So the first thing we're going to do now then is, now we've ascertained that this spider has now got two ways out. It can come out the bottom or it can come out the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this door, and we are going to find out where this spider is, and hopefully it's going to behave itself. Oh, there it is, I can see it already. It is in the tube. There he is. And there it goes. Right then, now then, we just found out another thing. The actual tube that we've got inside this tank isn't a tube. This is a half cork bark. And what it's done is it's webbed all around the side of it, so now it's actually, it looks like it's a full tube, but it's not. So again, these are things that you need to be looking for. So what we're going to do, we've got two options. We can either chase this spider out, or we can leave it in the tube and move the tube. Oh, it's a nice looking spider. You can see all its previous molt there. Here she comes. Now then, what we'll do is we'll poke her back down in her hole. Can you see that? You can see now, we're just touching her very gently. Look, no aggression. She's back in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to cheat now. We're going to move the whole thing. And then this way, hopefully, when you do this, be very, very careful, because the weight of this web in here, with that rocking about, that could be enough to send her straight out of this tube up onto your hand, which you don't want. Now what we've done there is, I'm not suggesting that you guys do this. Your best bet with these would be to actually put this inside a cricket tub inside there, so you don't actually have to hold it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pick it up, and I'm going to do it how you should do it. So we get a pair of tongs. Bearing in mind, these spiders can and will run up a pair of tongs, so always be ready to drop them if needs be. And what we're going to do is we're going to poke her out the back. In she goes. There she is. You'll notice we've had no aggression yet. Now this is where she's likely to move real quick. There you go. We're just holding her there. See that? Just used to the paintbrush, and we've kept her in that corner. No need to panic. Put the lid over. There we go. And she's in. That is a lovely spider. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. Now, as you'll see there, we've set up a semi-arboreal setup here, and this is semi-arboreal in just in the terms that we've got the wood going up the sides. So it's actually going up the side of the tank. So there's a void behind there that she can get in there and she can web it all up. There's also deep substrate. It's the full depth of this, so she can dig down as well if she wants. Now, I hear a lot of people saying that these guys are terrestrial. They're not truly terrestrial at all. They are actually semi-arboreal, and they're very, very adaptable. In the wild, they'll go to pretty much everywhere. So you won't find them high up in the trees, but it's nothing uncommon to find these a metre off the floor. So you know, bearing in mind these are a spider that can go into both habitats. Very, very adaptable. So hopefully there we've shown you there that the famous crazy aggressive OBT wasn't aggressive at all. You saw there with your own eyes, we saw no aggression from her whatsoever. We moved her over nice and calmly, nice and gently. So this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, that it's not necessarily that the OBT is really aggressive. It's more a case of how you feel and how your level of experience is to actually deal with them. Because if it does go all wrong, then you need to be able to deal with it in a nice calm way. But if you deal with it calmly in the first place, hopefully it won't go wrong. So we're all good. So hopefully you saw a little bit of something there, and you've seen a different side to the OBT. They're a fantastic species to own. And if you do feel that you're ready for one, certainly give one a go. And if you find yourself in trouble or anything like that, find someone who can, and they'll help you out, I'm sure. Right then, so don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders.